audio images which may be found disturbing and may not be suitable for your snotty-nosed little brat who probably cusses like a sailor behind your back anyway. Parental discretion is advised.
Daddy, I'm coming to see you at visiting hours next week. Mama ain't been doing too well, I'll tell you more when we speak. And Billy's loving high school. He's out there blocking for JV. And I'm sure he's gonna come around by the time you give a least. It's Friday night, the inmates go quiet. Listen for a voice they know.
It's time to holler down the pipe chase and rattle them bars, because we're going to do a prison show for you right here at beautiful old, historic old, exciting new KPFT Houston, from the heart of Montrose, where we all hope tomorrow will be a better day.
Dreams, I can see your freedom. I will hold you once more. The men with no visitors, no money on the books. Remember, David's always gonna be here. You're never so alone. This ain't my love. It's Friday night, the inmates go quiet. Listen for a voice they know. It's prison radio. Prison radio.
And welcome to the Prison Show. It's Friday, November the 3rd. And we're here to welcome you. And we want to give some thank yous out to Diana Williams, Gloria Ruback, Nikki Llewellyn, Abraham. I think he's going to be on the show tonight. Verena Stossel. I think David's going to correct me, of course.
That's the way you said it last week. It sounds great to me.
Okay, Ralph Stanley, David Collingsworth, I wonder who he is, Linda Thomas, Alex Hernandez, Mike Lewis, and Gary Cohen. So, thank you again. And tonight, we have a great show lined up. Fantastic. David did it, of course. We have Mary Sue Molnar, Executive Director at Texas Voices for Reason and Justice. And we hear Linda in the background. And I forgot to mention that. We have Linda, David, and myself here in the studio tonight. We're a little short-handed, but I think we got it covered. Anyway, we've got Mary Sue Molnar. We have Marci Marie, social media influencer and community outreach coordinator for Lioness Justice Impacted Women's Alliance. I think some congratulations are in store for her. And Abraham, the co-director and founder at Death Penalty Action. So David has a great show for us lined up. And just in case you forgot, our phone number here is 713-526-5738. And if you hit option number 1, you can donate to the prison show for just $5 per month. Or just 16 cents a day. That would equal $60 per year. And what would that do? That would make David KPFT happy.
Hey, didn't you tell me about someone who's willing to match a $50 pledge? Or is that a $50 sustainer?
I think that was a sustainer. And yes, I did. And what the hell? It's been a long day.
Yeah.
I did tell you about that. And while David says a little pitch, let me get that information.
You just throw it off on my shoulders, huh?
I'm throwing it right
The
back.
important thing is that you pledge. We are listener-sponsored radio. We don't have commercials per se. I mean, we're sitting here telling you right now about being listener-sponsored, and you guys making a pledge. I've got the pledge sheet up over here, the donation tracker, and if I see that we're making our goal for the night, we're going to shut up. But in the meantime, if we're not making our goal, then please, please, please call 713-526-5738, option number 1, or go to www.kpft.org. Remember to hit the drop-down menu and go to The Prison Show. And did you find it?
I did not.
Okay. Well, we will find it, and we'll let you know. I think what it is for every $50 pledge that we get, there's somebody that's going to match it. But we'll verify that, because that seems to me like a lot more reasonable than a $50 sustainer, because if we get 200 sustainers at $50, that's $600 times 200. That's a lot of money. And
it is a lot of money.
Maybe I'd keep us around pledge drive next time.
Robin, I think, was the one that sent that in the email. So
we will find it. And in the meantime, let's have Mary Sue on.
Yeah. Hey, Mary Sue, on line 2.
Hey, you guys. How are y'all doing tonight?
Doing fabulous. How are you doing?
I am doing well. It's kind of a slow time for us right now. So we are Texas Voices for Reason and Justice. We advocate for more common sense laws and policies for people who have sex crimes or sex-related offenses. So we work to educate the public about the registry and the harmful restrictions and conditions, residency restrictions, those type of things. The entire scheme as a whole is what we work on, trying to get some laws changed. We try to block new bad bills that are coming through during the session. We talk to different groups of people. We're just, we're getting new members just every day. I mean, if you don't know somebody who's on the registry now, it won't be long before you do know someone who's on the registry, because it is just growing by leaps and bounds.
Absolutely, so it is. And I think that with Halloween that just passed, it was very obvious. I mean, even to, driving through neighborhoods, you could tell.
Yeah, that's the weirdest thing. One of our news stations were reminding people to look on the registry in their neighborhood, and I thought there was a mother on there, and she was saying, well, I always check the registry because, my kids go out and they trick or treat. And I wanted to say, lady, get up off your fat butt and go with them, because chances are they're going to get hit by a car.
Right.
There's never been an incident where someone was harmed by someone on the registry on Halloween night. I mean, it's just a ridiculous notion. So, it's like, gosh, lady, I think her kids were 6 and 8, and I thought, you're going to let them go trick-or-treating alone? I mean, they've got a greater chance of getting excited and running out in the street in front of a car. So they make a big hype out of this on Halloween. It's real uncomfortable for our members. They would just prefer to stay in and, shut down the light. But then you have to remember that we've got a lot of people on the registry who have children. And so, it's really difficult to try to get through that night. But anyway, it's kind of slow right now. The legislative session, as we know it, the regular session, is not going on, and we've still got quite a bit of time. So we're going through packets and trying to update and edit and get everything ready. And we try to always keep everything up to date with the latest and the newest information. And so that's pretty much what we've been doing. We know that we'll be fighting residency restriction bills again next session. So we're already kind of lining up some testifiers and talking to some of the experts and seeing if they'll help us out. And we're going to be meeting with some law enforcement folks also to, see what they have to say. And if they're for residency restrictions, we would certainly want to know, why would you be for that? Because all it does is create homelessness, doesn't keep anybody safe. So there's always a lot of work going on. But we do have a newsletter that we send out. We send it out quarterly, and this will be the first time that I send it out through this new mail system.
Yeah.
So I'm a little nervous about that, because I'm reading on the TIFA Facebook page that they're way, like 3 months behind.
Well, interesting enough, today something came out on the TDCJ website. It says organizations, businesses, and agencies. So let me blow it up a little bit. It says that if you're one of those, so I'm assuming that if you can prove, like if you're a 501c, that
Yes.
you can send it directly to the unit if you have proof of that. So
Wow. I'm going to look that up.
TDCJ just put that out on their Facebook page today. And
Wow, thanks for the update. I had not heard about that. And I wondered about that. But, the problem is, if you call and you get permission from one person, then not all of the prisons know. The right hand doesn't know what the left hand is doing.
absolutely.
So I figure some of our newsletters will get in and some of them won't. So anyway, but if you would like to be added to our mailing list, first of all, you need to be incarcerated for a sex offense, because that's what we do. We do not take cases of falsely accused. We're not an innocence project. We don't have investigators and pro bono lawyers and things like that. We're just a whole huge group of people that does advocacy work out here. We don't do a lot having to do with what goes on inside the prison. We're more outside, having to do with the registry itself, residency restrictions, and some of the ridiculous conditions and restrictions placed upon people who are just trying to move on and create a life for themselves and sometimes for their families. So our address is P.O. Box 23539, San Antonio, Texas 78223. And you can address it to Texas Voices or TVRJ, which is Texas Voices for Reason and Justice, P.O. Box 23539, San Antonio, Texas 78223.
Now, real quick, Mary Sue, when you had earlier stated that you were already working on the residency restrictions that you were looking at, that they were going to try to pass more legislation, you know that for a fact? You've already heard this?
Yeah, because this will be the fourth year that we have testified and advocated against the same exact bills. They filed them 3 years in a row, and we've always managed to kill the bills in committee. We are fairly certain they're going to be filed again. We know that there are a few county commissioners that would like to see residency restriction ordinances in the entire county. So you're talking out in the country. And that would be
Who is doing this? Who is trying to pass this, if you don't mind me asking?
which legislators?
Yes.
Well, last year, I mean, it's always something different. Last year, it was a lady named Angelina Orr, and she actually amended hers and, tried to make it a lot better. It was only for people that were considered to be high risk, but we opposed it anyway because we said, the risk assessments that are done when you come out of TDCJ are not always really accurate.
No, they're
And
not.
For somebody
Absolutely not.
Right. And for somebody who is high risk, you wouldn't want them homeless.
No.
I mean, that should be the last thing you would want. You want them to be able to parole to a stable place where they can go to their treatment and, get a job. And I mean, for heaven's sake, it's just unbelievable, but they have no research to back any of this up. And the other one, I think Metcalf filed one. Another one was filed by Representative Burns, and then one was filed in the Senate by Representative King. Senator King. Now, he never took his to committee, so we didn't have to fight on that one. But every year there's 3 or 4 the exact same bills. Every year we're down there, so we're assuming they're going to be filed again this year. This next session.
Next session, right. Okay, Well, I'm going to make sure that I email them and let them know how I feel, which I'm completely against these. So I'll let them know how I feel as a voting member.
That would be great, and that's what we try to get our members to do is to email their rep and their senator and try to get a face-to-face meeting. And we've been doing a few of those as well. And we, give them our packet. We talk to them about how harmful this is. And either you want someone to re-enter or you don't.
Don't. Absolutely.
Because the research is there, decades of research. There's no benefit to residency restrictions. So it's just a tough battle. We'd much rather be trying to fight to get something good out there, but it seems like we're always just fighting to kill bad bills. But, the time will come.
Right. The time will come. Well, we thank you, Mary Sue, and we'll see you again probably in 6 weeks.
Thank you. Love you guys. Talk to y'all soon.
Love you too.
Bye.
Ooh, quick draw.
Linda's on it tonight.
No, she's like, boom.
Nope, not Marci yet.
Not Marci yet?
Yep, you know how to put her back on hold?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
We got a pitch.
She's quick tonight.
Yeah.
All right, so we're pitching. Did you find that email, David?
I sent it to you on your Yahoo Messenger.
On mine.
It was actually for sustainers.
It was for, woohoo.
So if you can afford $50 a month, we have someone out there that is willing to match your donation. So that'll make $100 a month pledge. That'd be $1,200 a year.
That is fantastic.
That's awesome. I mean, I don't know who that could be. So I would like to meet that person.
I would love to meet that person. Is that person anonymous?
Yeah, it's an anonymous donor is what it says.
Well, I can assure you it's not me.
You sure?
I'm pretty positive.
Yeah.
I don't make that much.
It could be the Brown family.
It could be Linda.
It could be Linda, yeah. Ooh. Like I said a while ago, though, the important thing is that you pledge.
Absolutely.
I mean, we had a $7.50 pledge a couple of weeks ago, and we appreciate it wholeheartedly.
We do.
Some of us we walk around and we got $100 in our pocket. Some of us walk around and we've only got $2 or $3 in our pocket. And evidently this guy's walking around and he really likes KPFT so much he's willing to match a $50 sustainer pledge. So if you can afford that, then please call 713-526-5738, option number 1. So, sounds great.
Sounds great. I'm smiling. I'm just smiling at David. Just
Yeah.
hey.
Yeah, that's
like y'all can all see me. Well, everybody on Facebook can see me.
everybody can see you. They can't see me tonight. So we have a couple of guys that are out tonight. Our camera guys out, and our board operators out. So if you guys see Javier, thump him upside the head for me. let him know that we appreciate him and we hope that he gets his business taken care of, whatever's going on.
Where do you think he is?
He said he had something little that come up. So
Something little that sounds really loud. That's going down the road in Galveston.
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of them going down the road in Galveston.
I'm not saying nothing.
Me either.
But
I think we'd be better to go on to Marci.
We're going to go on over to Marci. And you know what? Marci, congratulations.
Thank you. Yeah, it's an exciting night. I have a wedding tomorrow, my wedding.
I know. I'm so happy for you too.
Thanks so much. We are in downtown Dallas right now and just getting ready. I'll tell you what, I stayed in the room and some of our friends are here and they went out and I stayed in because I want to look fresh in the morning and not feel tired and all of that. I think my age is showing.
I hear you there. I'm with you.
Yeah. Yeah, so we have our wedding tomorrow, and so for the listeners that might not know, I met my girlfriend while I was incarcerated, and we've been together for 6 years now. 3 of those, or almost 3, have been out here in the free world, and I just am really excited that we're making it official, and we're just having kind of a small ceremony, but it's at Reunion Tower in Dallas, and I think it's going to be really special.
I think it will too. Y'all look adorable. I'm so happy for the both of you. I mean, I'm so happy everyone, your brother is doing the ceremony, right?
Yes, my brother is an officiant, and he's 2 years younger than me, but he's just this big old burly guy, this big old teddy bear, kind of like David, this big old teddy bear of a guy. And he's going to officiate the wedding, and it's just, I think it's going to be really beautiful. It's small, only about 25 people, but we're going to have downtown Dallas in our backdrop, and so I think that's going to be really pretty. And I have, at first, my girlfriend said, no, we're not going to live stream, but now she says that I can.
Woohoo!
So I'm going to live stream. If the Wi-Fi allows me to, so people can see, and of course I'll have pictures and all of that good stuff. But hey, we're not just talking about wedding, right? Because there's some things going on. I wanted to talk a little bit about the Sunset Advisory Commission that's coming up. Have y'all talked about that any?
We have talked about that just a little, but before we talk about that, did you see what TDC posted about what can go in? Organizations and...
Yes, about the mail.
Yes.
Yes. I actually saw that, and I was so excited because I'll tell you what, our Lioness newsletters that went out in, they went out in September. So those newsletters that went to the Dallas, the central location to be scanned in, at least half of our ladies have not received those newsletters on their tablets yet. And so I'm really excited that we'll be able to, it looks like we'll be able to send a paper copy of our newsletter into the unit.
Right. I think I think that we're going to try it, and because Linda and I have a 5013C with the Death Row Angels, so, and we do a lot of mailing in of legal work, so we're going to try it, see if they accept it, but keep our fingers crossed there. But go ahead, tell me what you got with the Sunset. We did talk about it, I think a couple weeks ago, but everyone needs to hear this.
Yeah, well, just we're getting ready for that sunset review. We're getting our public comments ready, and I want to make sure that the folks on the inside know that they can write. And so, what the Sunset Advisory Commission is it's basically a state organization that reviews state agencies. And this year it's TDCJ's turn. It doesn't happen very often. I think it's like every 10 or 12 years it comes around to TDCJ. So it's something that we definitely need to take advantage of. But basically what has happened in the past is TDCJ kind of just reviews themselves. They don't get a lot of outside feedback. And the Sunset kind of just takes what TDCJ says, and that's what they kind of recommend for the legislators. And it's just a cycle of not getting anything done, right? Well, I think that if the turnout at the last board meeting is any indication of the movement that's happening out here with advocates, with formerly incarcerated folks, and with the people on the inside starting to really take advantage of the grievance procedures and the things that they can do from in there. It's all happening at once, and I think we're going to give these people a run for their money with comments and suggestions and issues that are going on. And so what they want is they want to know what the issue is, and they also want a suggestion on how it should be done or what might fix that issue. So it's important for us to be thinking, okay, so this is an issue that our people aren't getting our mail until 2 months later.
Yeah.
You know, how can we fix that? And so that's what the folks on the inside, what's going on? You guys, in the summer, you're not getting respite. How can that be addressed? How can that be fixed? You know, and so you guys think about that, and you can write a letter. And they want those letters by the 21st. So now's the time to start writing those letters.
I thought it was by February. They want it by...
Well, I think you're right. I'm so sorry. It's February 1st. There's a meeting on October 21st. You're right, February 1st.
Ooh, Lord. I was like, I've been telling them wrong.
No, you've been right. I have it pulled up in front of me even, but they have a meeting on the 21st. So I think that's where I pulled that date from. So we've been kind of gearing up for that.
Marci, make no mistake, you are part of the movement that has, with your TikToks, with your engaging personality, you have empowered so many people to get the ball rolling, to, you know, it's not all negative. You are wanting people to join the movement with a smile on your face, and that, my dear, has enabled a lot of people to want to join. It makes a difference.
Well, thank you so much for that. I think that social media plays a huge role in activism. It's storytelling. There's power in our stories.
Yes.
So when we're able, whether it's me making a chicken patty sandwich recipe out of a Johnny sack, you know, that still tells a story, like how we have to get creative and how we have to do things to be able to survive or have joy on the inside, because you can have joy even when you're locked up. So even the lighthearted stories, I think, are beneficial to activism. And I just think it's huge. Social media plays a huge role. And, you know, before I got locked up, I started doing my time in 2010, and Facebook was brand new. And so I had no clue what I was getting into when I came home. And there's going to be some folks getting out of prison this month and this year and next year and the year after that had never seen TikTok or had never seen Instagram. And I think that I'm excited for them to see that. I'm excited for them to get engaged with their community, because the way that social media just brings us all together. I mean, that's how I found you guys. I didn't do prison in a town where I got to hear your radio station. You know, I was in Gatesville. And how did I find you guys? On Facebook. And I think that it's really incredible.
And you not only are doing it, but they are seeing you talking about it. And then we see you at the board meeting. Like, I saw you there.
Yes.
They know that you were there. The incarcerated people know that you were at the board meeting. You're not just talking about it. You're actually trying to do something about it. And they appreciate it.
Yes, I think that's so huge. It makes my heart so happy when I hear incarcerated folks, and especially women that I knew while I was incarcerated. When I hear somebody maybe send me a DM and say, "Hey, Jennifer Simpson said that she saw you on the news in Gatesville, and she's just proud of you," like that, it just brings such happiness to my spirit, and I just almost tear up, because they're just a big motivation. The folks on the inside, I said when I was there that I couldn't do much from within those walls, but I kept saying that I was going to tell the people when I got out. I was going to do something. I didn't know what that looked like while I was incarcerated, but I knew it was something, and I just feel so blessed that I kind of found this avenue of social media. And the writer's strike might be coming to an end. They agreed, and then now they've disagreed again, but they're so close. But I'm ready to get going on this show, because, Dani, this show is going to show what it is like inside of a women's prison in Texas, and it's raw. And I'm so excited to get back to work on it, but it's close, and, social media opened up that door for us, and just to spread even a broader awareness, I think. So,
which is so important. And everyone, the Sunset Review is important too. And we are going to have that now. Do you have that address where they can write to?
I do. I have it pulled up in front of me, and it says to send a letter to Sunset Advisory Commission, and you'll put attention TDCJ, because they're going to be reviewing a few agencies, so you have to indicate that it's TDCJ, and you write them at P.O. Box 13066, and that's in Austin, Texas, 78711. So it's P.O. Box 13066, Austin, Texas, 78711. Sunset Advisory Commission, attention TDCJ.
All right, Marci. I can't thank you enough, and you have brought everything, a spotlight on everything, clearly, because Rosie O'Donnell wouldn't have contacted you if you didn't. And we are so happy that you are able to have this voice for incarcerated people. Thank you very much. And have a great day. Tell Brittany congratulations from us.
Absolutely, I will, and sending all my love and strength to the folks still doing time and the ones getting out fighting for a new life. I love you all.
All right.
Enjoy your wedding.
Okay, appreciate y'all so much. Bye, y'all.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
And we know what time it is.
Is it? I know. Is it pitch time?
It is pitch time.
Uh-huh. How did I know it's pitch time? So, everyone, 713-526-5738. And if you hit option number 1 and tell them the prison show, tell them you want to donate. You want to be a sustainer. If you donate $25 a month, you can... the mic's on there. If you donate $25 a month, you can get a 4x4 brick. If you donate $50 a month, you can get an 8x8 brick, and you can get a matching from our anonymous donor.
You can also get a prison show shirt.
And David will give you a prison show
I've got some prison show shirts out in the truck right now, and I don't know what size I've got. If I don't have it in the truck, I've got it in my shed. I have to go get out my other box. But if you donate at least $25, I'll send you a prison show shirt or bring it to your house if you're local.
And he will.
I'm sure I will. I'm watching the donation tracker right now. So just call 713-526-5738 or go over to www.kpft.org. Hit the drop-down menu to The Prison Show. Or what's Tom's favorite? You text the word give
to 713-526-5738. And at 9:45, you can call 713-526-5738, option number 2, and get in line for shout-outs.
Woohoo!
But right now, we have Mr. Abe. Hi, Mr. Abe.
Well, hello, everybody. I'm Abe Bonowitz with Death Penalty Action. Glad to be with you. And thanks for everything tonight. Mazel tov to Marci. That's exciting. Getting married. The Lionesses were terrific when we were delivering. I forget who we were delivering petitions for, but they were having a day out in front of the Capitol. This was, I think, back in March. Maybe it was for Arthur Brown, and they came and helped us deliver the petitions to the governor, and it was just amazing. They just stepped right into it, and it's a great group. So thank you. I want to jump in front of everybody on the shout-outs and give a quick shout-out to Melissa Lucio again, and condolences on the death of her mother. It's outrageous that she's still in prison and when there was no crime. And anyway, her mother died a couple of weeks ago now, and of course she wasn't able to go to that funeral, and we know that that's an awful part of incarceration, is not being able to be there. So a big hug over to Melissa Lucio. Some good news. Ivan Cantu is just got Sister Helen Prejean to come on as his spiritual advisor. So his date is he's been had a new date set. I think it's in February, and just the other day, Sister Helen agreed to be his spiritual advisor. So that's going to add some spotlight to his innocence claim, and they'll be ramping up that campaign coming up pretty soon. So that's sort of exciting. Also, some other good news. There were 7 executions scheduled in November, but 3 of them so far are off, and that's Emmanuel Littlejohn in Oklahoma and Thomas Creech in Idaho. We had a little mini campaign a week ago, a week and a half ago now. We heard from the lawyers on Saturday morning, and there was a meeting of the Idaho Parole Commission on Tuesday, and they wanted as many email letters and postal letters as we could get to them to ask them to set a clemency hearing. That's the way it is in Idaho. They got to ask for a clemency hearing, which they did. And, of course, that put Thomas Creech's execution off for months. His parole date, his clemency hearing hasn't been set yet, but it'll be early in 2024. And then, of course, Keith Lamar, another guy with really questionable evidence against him. I'm pretty sure he's innocent. He's one of the Lucasville Five, which are 5 people that were sentenced to death after a prison riot that occurred in Lucasville. I think about 26 years ago, Lucasville, Ohio. A prison guard was murdered after having been taken hostage. So, of course, they had to come up with some people to pin that on. And what they did is they pinned it on the 5 people that came together representing different factions within the prison and sentenced all those guys to death based completely on hearsay evidence. So it's anyway, Keith is off the hook, as has everybody in Ohio who's been sentenced, who's gotten an execution date since Governor DeWine took office. Governor DeWine is an actual consistently pro-life governor, and once he got as Attorney General, he did everything he could to see executions go forward. But as the governor, he has reprieved every single case, and again, I'm excited to make sure you all know that we've got legislation in this Republican-dominated state in Ohio, legislation to abolish the death penalty that's got legs. It's going to move. There's another hearing on the 15th, and I'll be there to testify there. So that's some of the good news. Unfortunately, of course, we've got 4 executions in November, 2 of those in Texas. A big shout out here to Brent Brewer and David Renteria. Lots of people are praying for you guys and signing the petitions that are at deathpenaltyaction.org, and just, there's a lot of issues. I really actually don't know very much about David Renteria's case, and it's hard to find anything about it. But Brent has a lot of stuff that's being raised up around the whole question of the discredited expert witness, and not going to get into the details here, except to say that, I got your message, Brent, and thank you, and we're letting people know that you're but you're doing okay despite the situation. So hang in there. In Alabama, on the 17th, we've got a guy named Casey McWhorter who has been scheduled, and he's got some issues that were just filed. He was 18, barely 18 at the time of the crime. Very remorseful and all that, but the appeals are being raised. We're looking at the issues of, you're barred from serving on a jury in Alabama if you're 18, but how did he get a jury of his peers, right? And there's other issues too. Many of you may know Reverend Dr. Jeff Hood. He is working with Casey McWhorter and as his spiritual advisor, and will be there in the death chamber if that execution goes forward. I want to shout out to Jeff Hood too, because this is going to be the 4th time this calendar year that he'll be supporting a prisoner inside the death chamber as they're being executed. And I don't know anybody else that has done this that much. So keep him in your thoughts and prayers too. It's work. It's got to be done. But the thing about Jeff, of course, is that he's not just there to try to save your soul. He's also working with us very closely to try to save your body and stop the execution when that's possible. So heads up on that. Another note about Alabama is the Alabama Supreme Court just, I think yesterday or the day before, just gave a go-ahead for a gas chamber execution. They call it nitrogen hypoxia. Never been tried before, and they're trying to set a date for one of the guys that was almost executed. Not a botched execution, but a failed execution. They tortured the guy for hours trying to get the needle in and get it all set, and they ran out of time. So that's created a couple of shifts in Alabama. One is they changed it so that the time they schedule a 30-hour window in which to carry out the execution to make sure they don't run out of time. But hopefully that's going to be challenged in a way that will push the execution time off, and we'll see how that goes. So that's Alabama. That's what's happening there. And then, of course, this coming Tuesday, I think Tuesday is the 8th, whatever the 8th is the clemency hearing in Oklahoma for Bill Hancock. His scheduled date is November 30th. He's got some issues that are being raised up. And once again, the right-wing pro-death penalty legislators who are all up in arms about Richard Glossip, but also engaged in this case because the evidence shows that Phil Hancock did kill the guys that he did, but it was self-defense. He was actually able to wrestle their gun away and then shoot them in his own self-defense. That's what they're claiming, and we'll see how much water that carries with the clemency board, the new makeup of the Board of Pardons and Parole in Oklahoma, which in Oklahoma, as in Texas, you have to have a positive vote for clemency for the governor to be able to act. And so we'll all be watching that on the 8th, which is, where's my calendar there? That's Wednesday coming up. So those are the executions that takes us actually through the end of the year. We don't have any executions at this point scheduled in December. Let's all hope that it stays that way. Let's see, I want to make sure everybody knows that on November 11th, a week from tomorrow, two things are happening that I know of. There's probably more, but in Texas, of course, you've got the 24th annual March to Abolish the Death Penalty. So if y'all have people, we can get to Austin. I think that starts at 2:00 at the Texas State Capitol. So everybody should try to get your people to Texas, to the state capitol in Austin, 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. on November 11th. And also online, there's an organization called Rehumanize International, which focuses on, stopping the dehumanization of people on a bunch of different life issues, including the death penalty. And my colleague, Charles Keith, who is the brother of former Ohio death row prisoner Kevin Keith. Charles is the Impacted Communities Liaison for Death Penalty Action. He'll be presenting a workshop at that online conference, Rehumanize International. You can find them online. Also on November 14th is a National Day of Action Against Solitary Confinement. And that's got a federal focus to it, but of course the issues are the same at the state level. So and you can find out a lot more information about that at the webpage. For those of you who have access to the webpage, you can tell your families. solitaryistorture.com. I'll say that again, solitaryistorture.com, and there's people can sign up to be a part of that virtual conference and virtual lobby day. So those are the things that are happening that kind of least through my list of notes here. But I also want to share for those of you who want more online stuff on Sunday at 9:00, Death Penalty Action has a program that we call the Forecast, where we'll look at in detail the upcoming executions for the coming month. And of course, if the executions go forward, we'll be doing an online virtual vigil. We're always grateful for the Death Row Angels and the prison show being live at the prison, but we're also connecting people through an online virtual vigil that you can participate at with Death Penalty Action. And if you sign the petitions for the people, then you get the information about how to sign up for that for those of you that are listening online. So any questions?
Wow. You had a whole lot of stuff there, Abe, and we appreciate everything you and your organization do. I know that every time at the protests, I think last time you had someone out there with us at the protest.
Shavas was out there with you.
Yes.
And he jumped onto our thing. And sometimes, when we don't have somebody with our own camera there, we just kind of pull up the prison show feed and play some of that. And it's always good to have that connection. People watch those vigils from around the world. I know y'all have your own audience for that. We do a little bit of a different thing, but we're in partnership. We're all in this together, and we're grateful for your presence.
Absolutely. We're all in it to abolish the death penalty. I know the last execution, my battery it was over 4 hours. So
yeah,
my battery went dead on my phone. So
that was Jedediah Murphy, and that was another outrageous thing.
Absolutely.
What was interesting about that one was just, we had a real connection into the prison through Jedediah's spiritual advisor, and who is works for TDCJ, Rabbi Goldstein, and he was able to text in to the guy that was with Jedediah and give us sort of a play-by-play of what was happening. It was a different way of being able to see it. These things are always awful, but we're just trying to shine a spotlight on it.
Absolutely.
And we're grateful to be in partnership with you all.
And we are grateful too. And we appreciate you very much. And we will see you again in a couple weeks.
Okay. We'll be back. Everybody take care and stay strong.
All right. Thank you.
He had a lot of information, didn't he?
He sure did. He does all the states. Linda and I can barely keep our head above water with Texas, but I know that he devotes all of his time to doing this, which is great.
He also has a partner, right?
I do believe he does.
Yeah, I don't know how many people he actually has that he works with, but I mean, I know it's not just him. I know there's at least two of them.
Right. I think I need to move because I can't see you.
Yeah, I feel like you're hiding over there.
I am hiding. I am hiding from you.
Every time I say pitch, you're looking me in the eye. You're trying to hide over there.
Doug, I'm going to go this way. You should have heard me earlier. There was a big old roach. I think the people...
Yeah, I demolished him. He's gone. So
yeah, everybody across the street had to hear me. But you see, why do we have her twice? Why do we have her twice on there? Anyway,
she hung up on me.
I would hang up on you
Yep.
too. Anyway,
I'm on. I got the mic on over here.
713-526-5738.
I was looking over here. We talk about being a sustainer. Dee Dee and I give $25 a month. That only works out to like 82 cents a day. So, I mean, how much coffee do you drink? Do you drink coffee?
I'm slowing down on it.
Do you think you do 82 cents a day worth of coffee?
I probably do a little bit more than that. I'm trying, ever since I moved out on my own, I'm trying to cut costs.
Yeah, well, it's hard to cut costs on coffee, but I could see now that if we're only paying 82 cents a day, that's not that much. So I'm trying to point out that if you drink enough coffee to spend 82 cents a day, you can afford $25 a month. And if you did $25 a month, we would get credit for a $300 donation. So if you do, and on top of that, if you pledge the $25, I'm going to send you a Prison Show t-shirt. So.
And you can be styling in this nice blue box cut shirt.
Yep. We voted for these at one point in time. Maybe we ought to have another vote and get a new batch or something.
You know what? Maybe we should because, Anyway, but right now, we can talk about that another time. But right now, if you do $50 a month, that would be $600 a year. And that would be a big old brick, an 8x8.
So Abe says that he's co-founder with Scott Langley, who focuses on admin, Charles Keith, who he mentioned, and Ollie Sullivan is our communications person, and Blair Fitzgibbon is our media guy, and a whole slew of volunteers, and they do the best with what they got. So that's why they're able to do. They do a lot. They do
a lot.
And he keeps saying he's partnering with the Prison Show. He's a part of the Prison Show now. I mean, he's on every 2 weeks. So.
Yeah, he's part of the Prison Show.
We need to send him a Prison Show shirt.
Yeah.
So you guys call us at 713-526-5738. Option number 1 with your pledge. I don't care how much you got. Just pledge something. We're listener-sponsored radio. Whenever you make a pledge, that's telling Sandy Weineman, our manager, that you're listening. And if we're not getting any pledges, then they wonder how much that we're actually listening. So that's what the deal is. What do you got?
I've got
a break song that we're playing specifically for somebody in a few minutes. So in a few seconds. So.
Okay, well, you sent me something.
Okay.
So, do you want me to read it?
I sent you something? What did I send you? Go ahead and read it. Oh, I know what I sent you. Go ahead and read it.
Okay. I was like, I can read it. Support for KPFT and the Prison Show is provided by the Cohen Parole Law Team. For almost 40 years, Gary Cohen has helped to represent incarcerated individuals throughout Texas, obtain parole, and fight parole revocations. We protect those who have fallen short of perfection from the wrath of those who believe they have attained it. More information about Gary Cohen and his associates, Alan Bennett and Gene Athens, can be found on their website at parolelaw.com. You may also contact them at, do you have your pens and paper out? 512-476-6201. For parole representation in Texas, get the best parole lawyer in Texas, the Cohen Law Firm.
Woohoo!
Woohoo!
And on top of all that, we just had another, we got a pledge. Thank you, Miss Tanika.
Tanika. Hey, Tanika. We love Tanika.
Yeah, we miss Miss Tanika. I saw her over at Bill's memorial.
Oh, okay.
So, but we had somebody call, or somebody actually emailed me, and they wanted us to play a song, and they were wondering how they could actually do a concert in the prisons. So I kind of introduced them to, or told them who to get a hold of, whether they want to go through the chapel or the warden. They could go in one time with the warden, but then they can get a hold of communications department and actually do everybody. But I sent you the name of the song, right?
No, you didn't.
It's on the schedule. I was trying to find the schedule. Tanika just texted me and it moved my whole phone up. You know how that goes.
I do know how that goes because it happens to me all the time.
The name of the song is...
Oh, yes.
It's the Felon song by D.
Felon.
Moss. It's the Felon song. So without further ado, let's play the Felon song.
Incarcerated, but my head held high. Hella faded, got my thoughts in the sky. Screaming, save me, God, I don't wanna die. But just know that if it's time to gain my wings, I'ma fly. Oh, I am tired of feeling alone. When I know that God's the only thing that's keeping me strong. When I know He's right beside me through whatever is wrong. This ain't your ordinary track, this is a Felon song. Yeah, this is a real song. When you lie, all that you had, that's when the streets become home. Keep it tough, but if I pull it, then I'm splitting your dome. Lost my heart back as a kid, and now my chest made of stone. Oh, I don't know why I feel like this, yeah. Oh, I don't know why I cry these tears, yeah. As I got great, I feel as though that this life is a test. And that's it, I talked to God and He told me I'm blessed. Hard on I feel that frostbite all through my pit. Can't complain about this lifestyle, I'm living it best. Put me in them cuffs, it's kinda crazy how that went down. Had to thug it out, but now I'm roaming all through the town. Laying on my bunk overthinking, cause in my thoughts I drown. Snitching it, that's why I call them clowns. Incarcerated, but my head held high. Hella faded, got my thoughts in the sky. Screaming, save me, God, I don't wanna die. But just know that if it's time to gain my wings, I'ma fly. Oh, I am tired of feeling alone. When I know that God's the only thing that's keeping me strong. When I know He's right beside me through whatever is wrong. This ain't your ordinary track, this is a Felon song. Hey, gotta watch my back, cause I know they trying to get me. Gotta move in silence, cause that sin is kinda lengthy. Can't go back to jail, I'm trying to blow up in the city. Smoking on that doja got me feeling like a hippie. So tired of all this stressing, send me a blessing. Behind bars, I learned some lessons, now I'm progressing.
You're listening to The Prison Show at 90.1 FM KPFT Houston.
You know, when you mentioned about the concert, they've been doing little concerts for the guys on Death Watch at Walensky. And
they get a hold of Warden Ivy?
no, inside they've been doing them. Linda and I had our friend who was Carl Bunton, and they did a concert for him, and it was a religious concert, but he was asking for some Stevie Ray Vaughan. They're like, no.
Yeah, well, as you can tell, that's hip-hop, but D. Moss actually wrote that while he was incarcerated. And, of course, I got the clean version. If you listen to the real one, it's
really?
Explicit.
You got the clean version?
Yeah, because at first they sent me one, and I listened to it, and I'm like, oh, no.
Can't play that.
It was 7 Deadlies or whatever. It had a couple of them in there. So anyway.
All right, so we've got Samantha. Hi, Samantha.
Hello, how are y'all this evening?
Doing wonderful. How are you?
Fine, thank you guys. I have a shout out to my son, Jet Aguirre. He's out at the Roach Unit in Childress. Hi, Jet, how you doing? I haven't heard from you in a while. Right, Mama, so I know you're doing okay. I love you. And Max Aguirre at Fort Stockton Unit. You're almost home, son. I can almost see you. I can almost feel you. I love you so much. It won't be long before you're back home. And my little brother, Harry Rayner, out at the Ellis Unit in Huntsville. Gucci, I love you so much, brother. I look forward to seeing you very soon. About March, I'll have my license back. Who knows, I might drive your wife to go pick you up. I love you so much. Have a good evening. Thank you, guys.
Thank you. You have a great weekend.
Likewise. Thank you so much.
Bye-bye. Okay, Jamie on line 3. Hi, Jamie.
Hey, Jamie. Hi, how are y'all?
Good. How are you?
I'm okay, thank you. I want to do a shout out to my husband, Gucci, on Ella's unit. I love you, babe. I miss you. I'm thinking about you. I talked to the mailroom this morning. They sent you your mail while I was on the phone. You know how I do it, babe. But I always get on it. But, yeah, so you should have got your e-messages today. And I have been writing you. Yesterday I didn't write you because we were at the funeral and stuff like that. So it was a long day yesterday, and so I'm sorry for not writing you last night. But I love you, and I know you're okay with it. But I love you. And I'm thinking about you. And what else was I going to say? Oh, and the e-message that I sent you. No, it was last night. Okay. No, I did write you last night. Oh, my God. The night before last night, we were at the Rosary. That's why I didn't write you. But yesterday, we had the funeral. So last night, yes, I did write you. And on the e-message, I said that Adri, I woke up and she was not home, so I had to go look for her last night. So she left with Jazz. But anyways, I got her home. She was safe, so no worries. I know you were worried, thinking, what's going on, where did she go and stuff, but she's home. And I'll talk to you at visit, but they're just going through a little bit, because of Josh or whatever. So, but I told her still doesn't mean for her to go out while I'm sleeping. But anyways, I love you, so no worries. They're okay. We're all okay here. My brother's coming over tomorrow. They were going to come Sunday, but I told them I had a visit with Joseph Sunday. So, yeah. I had scheduled a visit Saturday with Joseph, but I rescheduled it because Analia works on Saturday, so she wants to go see Joseph. So I canceled the Saturday visit, made it for Sunday, so we're going to go see Joseph Sunday. Me, Alyssa, and Analia, we're going to go see Joseph Sunday. And then Adrian, Ollie, I think they're going to. But I will be there to see you, and I think the weekend after or the weekend after that. I love you. I miss you so, so much. And I need you home, so hopefully you get your lay-in for parole. I'm so excited for that. And I love you, babe. And, yeah, we're all doing good. My mom's okay. Your mom's okay. Your sister's okay. I know you heard her. I love you. And, yeah, I'll see you soon. Good night. Sweet dreams. Don't let the bed bugs fight. I feel like I'm leaving something out, but I don't think I am. But I love you, babe, and I miss you. Ollie? Oh, she's in the restroom. But, where is she at? Oh, there she is. Here. And Joseph, I love you, son. If you're listening to this, believe me, I'm on it. Sunday when I get there, I will have a good visit with you. And after that, I will be staying after to talk to the warden, get some stuff right. So believe me, I'm doing everything I can for you, son. I've been calling these people. They've been getting me very upset, but I'm still respectful towards them. But Sunday when I go see you, I'm sorry, God. It's going to be on Sunday, but they're going to hear it from me. And, yeah, we're going to get something done, son. The tablet, I spoke to a buzzman today and everything. So be quiet, girl. I'm talking to my son like I'm talking to him. So we're gonna get some stuff done for you, son. They really messing with you over there. They didn't have to take your tablet for nothing. But I love you and I miss you, son. And we'll see you Sunday. I can't wait to see you Sunday, son. I have not been getting no mail from you. So if you're sending mail, I have not got no letters, written letters. No e-messages, of course, because you don't got your tablet. But, yep, and I did a welfare check today. It took me all morning, all day to get a welfare check from you. I bugged them about it. But I love you, and we'll see you Sunday, son. Good night. Sweet dreams, son. We love you. Here, Ollie. Come here, because
Okay, ma'am, you've got to wrap it up.
Okay. Here, hurry.
Good night, brother. Good night, Casey. Love y'all.
Okay, love y'all. Good night. Sweet dreams. Okay, thank y'all. Have a nice night.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
All right, Captain Tom.
Yeah, this is Captain Tom, KPFT Houston, doing my shout-outs for the prison show. Have a new incarcerated friend, David Key. Then there's J.B. Anderson. There's Leroy, John Armstrong. I have Bob Dunn. And I have Bobby Joe Harper. And also a few other personnel. But right now, my list is not in front of me. But you can still donate to KPFT by going to kpft.org or call 713-526-5738, option number 1, or call the studio for shout-outs That's 713-526-5738, option number 2. And our fund drive is coming to an end, but you can still donate year-round by going to kpft.org and donate to the prison show, the prison show, or the Veterans Award show, which we are on HD2. So, this is Captain Tom, and I will be giving my shout-outs next Friday. So please take care, and don't forget to donate to the prison show. Thank you.
All right. And now let's go to Elizabeth on line 4. Hi, Elizabeth.
Hi. Just wanted to say hello to everybody and wanted to let everybody, well, Isidro know that we made it home safely today. We had a good visit, so I just wanted to let you know, mijo, that I love you very much, and we'll make sure that you get all your books and stuff that you want ordered. And Lorenzo received his packages that you sent, so we could give for their little decorations. They were real pretty. And we got to see the girls, too, just for a little while, because we met up in Eden at the little truck stop. So that was really nice. The girls are getting so big, but I'll take some pictures of them when they get back, so that way we can e-message them to you. But our cat survived the days that we were gone, so... and so did the dogs inside. But just take care of yourself, mijo, and I love you, and I'll pass the phone to Dad, okay? Good night. Here.
Hey, mijo. I love you. It was nice to talk to you again. It hasn't been a while. You know, at least see your face. But anyway, mijo, everybody told me to tell you thank you and for you to take care of yourself. But either way, mijo, I love you, and we'll go see you next month, I guess. I don't know when yet, but we'll let you know. All right, mijo, good night. Talk to you later. Bye.
Thank you, everybody. Good night, mijo.
Thank you, Elizabeth. Y'all have a great weekend.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Hey, let's take a moment to pitch. I'd like to thank Marci, too. Or were you going to do that?
I was.
Well, go right ahead.
I was going to thank Marci.
I was trying to block off Miss Quickfingers over here.
Yeah. Yeah. Quick draw. Okay. All right. Thank you, Marci, so much. She's going to be able to get a brick. What are you looking at?
I'm doing my job. I'm trying to load up you were pitching, so I'm trying to load up the cart machine for the next caller. What am I looking at? I'm working the board.
Machine.
Yeah, I'm working the board. That's what this thing's called, the cart machine.
Oh, I thought she was typing the thing.
She's got names over there, but I got names over here, remember?
Oh, okay. I was like, what are you doing?
My job.
Well, you could have just, yeah. Anyway.
What could I have just?
I don't know.
I could say call 713-526-5738, option number 1, and please donate. We've had 2 really good donations tonight, and we really appreciate that. But the pledge drive's not over, so let's continue with the positive forward movement.
Forward movement. Yes. Forward on. All right. And I guess we are going to Manuela. Hi, Manuela.
Hi, Dani. How you doing?
Doing good. How are you?
I'm good. Fine. Thank you very much. Nice to see you. Nice to hear you.
And I hear the cat. Hey.
Yes. Annoy my cat like every week. She wants.
So cute.
It's very hard to say. Yeah. So, no. Shut up now. And she wants her catnip, you know.
I
And
know the feeling.
go back to sleep later. I give you later. Now your daddy is on the road, and I want to make my shout out to my baby, Robert Robertson, in Texas Death Row. Hi, my love. I do hope and pray that you feel much better now. I got your last messages very late. I think very early this morning. I want to answer it for tomorrow, early morning. I'm not so happy what I read, but okay. As for me, I'm all right so far. The family is also fine. Little Kauter is better now. The weather is cold and windy. Okay, we have the fall now, and everything is, the trees are empty. Everything is not so nice at this time. But I'm thinking about you, baby, always. And I can't wait to see you soon. I'm so very excited, baby. I'm so proud of you. I'm so in love with you. And I'm so grateful to have you in my life. I hope I can look into your eyes very soon and I see the beautiful world where I belong. The day one of my life was the day I met you. Sometimes I have just to stop, close my eyes, and hug you, even if it's only in my mind. I will never give up on you, baby. Because losing you is like losing a part of me. You're not just in my heart. You are my heart. And I love you more than I have ever found a way to say you. You are always on my mind, baby. Always. Day and night. Whatever I do, wherever I go, you are with me. Just in case I haven't told you today, I love you, baby. Good night. Sweet and blessed dreams to you. You will read from me later. Love you, love you, love you with all of my heart. And I'm all yours and only yours. And I always and forever will be, baby. Good night, my sweetheart. Blessed dreams. Ladies, gentlemen, I love you too and hope to see you soon and miss you so much and have some little gifts for you. Have a great weekend.
You too.
Good night.
You too, Manuela. We love you and miss you.
I love and miss you too. Very, very much. And
Oh, quick draw. She slid on over there. All right, Anjanette. Let's go to Anjanette on line 2.
Hey, Dani. How are you guys tonight?
Doing good. How are you?
I'm good. I would just like to say that I too need some catnip. I do. I need some stimulation.
Yes, girl. Yes.
And Dani, you cannot keep putting me after Manuela because she's like poetry.
Yes.
Everything she says, and all I got is I love you. Okay, that's all I got. I love you. Dude, that's it. No, I'm just kidding. But she speaks so beautifully.
She
really
does. And that accent.
I know. Yeah. Very
and all those
beautiful.
kisses.
And the kisses.
I know, and the kisses. Okay, I got to give kisses. It's because I'm like so awkward. I don't want to be all awkward. Right? Okay, I'm gonna do it. You already know it's a shout out for William Spear on Life Row, Big Will, Hi, my love. Hi. I just want to give thanks to you tonight, my love, for all that you are and for all that I am with you. You take me places far beyond this world. Me and you, we are definitely beyond physical. You open up my mind to so many things, my love, just so many things. Thank you for always encouraging me, challenging me, and for pushing me to be the best version of myself. Baby, one of the best qualities that you possess is the imprint that you have left on people and that you continue to leave on people and everyone that you meet. You are the most selfless person that I've ever met, and I love you so much. I love you. Our love is vast, it's immeasurable, and it's what keeps me together. You are everything, and everything is you. I want to give some shout-outs to the guys. Blaine! Hey, Blaine. It was so cool to see you at Visit. You take care, buddy. I hope you're having a good night, and I hope you're getting your jam on. Mo, Eric, Bethel, hi, Mark, Woody, Devo, and Kangaroo. Much love to... Oh, my kitty. I just hit Veda. I'm sorry. Much love to all you guys, especially because, y'all make sure that my baby's okay. Y'all make sure he's good. And for the ones that expressed your kindness and compassion for me last week, because, man, I was really going through it last week. Really going through it. And, I can't thank you guys enough. So thank you so much. The messages were definitely heartfelt and genuine, and I greatly appreciate it. God bless you all. Definitely keep your faith, trust in the Lord, because he is who he says he is, and he will never leave you nor forsake you. Baby, I love you. I love you. I miss you so, so much. God bless you, my love. God bless you, and have a good night. You guys have a good night, too. Dani, Linda, everyone else.
You too.
Thank you, Dani.
And have a great weekend.
I will. Thank you. Take care. Bye.
Bye-bye. All right. Now, Caitlin.
This is a shout-out for Beto Garza in Polunsky. Hey, boo, how are you? I hope that you're in good health and spirits and that there's a smile on your handsome face. At the moment, I'm actually in work now, and I'm going to be here for a while. But so far, so good. It's a good shift. Everything is going well. So, keep fingers and toes crossed. It continues to do that. Other than that, everything's pretty much the same. I went up to Buddy yesterday, and I probably go up to him tomorrow as well. And, other than that, everything is, as I said, pretty much the same. The weather, it's beginning to get kind of really dark early and a bit chilly, and, as you guessed it, rain. But it has stopped now for a while anyway. Sure, listen, I'll let you go. Know that you're my heart, thoughts and prayers. And I'm sending you hugs and kisses. So good night, sweet dreams, and please stay safe. And to everybody at the prison show, a big, big thank you for making this happen.
Okay, and before we skip on over to the next caller, I know there's a lot of the men on death row who know Niski, and just a heads up, her mom passed away last night. So we're asking that if you can keep her and her family in your prayers, that would be great. And even if you didn't know her, I'm sure people have heard of her. So it would be great if you can keep her and her family in your prayers. It's Mama Darla was something else, man. So let me skip on over. Can you move the notepad there, David? I think it's Patricia. Patricia on line 5.
Hey, the shout out is from Humberto Garza, Polinsky Unit. Hey, mijo, yeah, Patty here. I don't know if your mom sent you a picture of me last week, but anyway, mijito, I told you a little bit about the situation earlier. I hope you're doing okay, mijo. Like, I'm good. Don't worry about me. Everything's gonna be fine. I do have a surprise for you. Go ahead, Cheeto.
I had a dance today, deal, and they went fine. Went good. Had fun. Well, that's it.
Hijo, he said que quería bailar, hijo. It's his first dance. So, he had a good time, mijito. I thought you'd like to hear that. Anthony's already in bed. Tio Gino went home. Like I went over with stuff with you about what's going to happen on Wednesday. Everything's going to be okay, mijo. I love you. Know that I love you, mijo. Just know that. If I don't talk to you again before now and Wednesday, mijito, just know that I love you. And I love you, mijo. I love you, mijo. Bye.
All right. Let's go to line 6, Miss Shirley. Hi, Miss Shirley.
Hi, how are y'all doing?
Doing good. How are you doing?
That's good. I'm doing a little bit better now. I was calling to do a shout out to Blaine because I didn't know if I'd be awake or not by the time he called. By the time it was time to call. But I woke up about 30 minutes before time. So, yeah, I woke up, Blaine, so I wanted to call and give you a shout out. And I love you very much. The pain has eased up a little bit, so you don't worry no more about all that. You take care of yourself. And tell everybody back there I said hello. And I miss you. And every day, prayers. Prayers for you, prayers for them all. You know, God's got y'all. So, I love you, and hopefully I'll talk to you tomorrow. Big hugs and kisses and sweet dreams. Thank y'all.
Thank you, Miss Shirley.
All righty.
Okay, I think you had Mike Lewis up there. Not that.
Hello, this is Mysterious Mike doing a shout-out for the prison show. I'd like to do some shout-outs to the guys at Texas, Guy Alexander, Jamie Cuppett, Stephen Russell, Stephen McGee. Shout-out to Philip Perez. Shout-out to Philip in Dallas. Hope you're doing much better. Michelle and Lucy want me to do a shout-out for Paul. Shout-out for Jovan, Matt, Haas, Thomas, Edward Reeves, Adam Wilkerson. Shout out to Bill R. Sims. Shout out to Clarence Lee Bowman. Hopefully you're doing much better. Raymond Lee Cart. Shout out to Stephen McGee. And I'd like to do some more shout outs here. Also a shout out, Tasha wants me to do a shout out for Payday. Shout out to Matt, Thomas, and you can continue to write Mysterious Mike in care of David Collingsworth, and please donate to the prison show during the autumn pledge drive. And y'all have a wonderful Friday, and see you next week. Back to the prison show.
And what is the prison show's mailing address? Well, it is 226 Chipmunk Trail, Shepherd, Shepherd, Texas 77371. Like I said a couple weeks ago, friends of mine used to call it Shepherd America. Shepherd America. All right, now we have Jada on line 1. Jada. Hi, Jada. Jada, are you there? Maybe y'all can hang up or put them on hold, and let's go to Lydia. Hi, Lydia.
Hi, Dani. How are you?
Doing good. How are you doing?
I'm doing better than last Friday. I'm awake this time.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah. Yep. So people, we go to bed early. But I just want to give a shout out. Say hi to Mijo. Hi to the guys. And I want to thank Moises for his email. You're very welcome for the. You're very welcome. I thank you for the email. Okay, Moises. And Mijo, I love you and I miss you. And I forgot to tell you that Aiden got his tooth. He got a tooth pulled out from the top. Remember how yours wouldn't come out? That it had developed a callus. Well, Aiden had not the same problem, but he had two teeth up in his gum somewhere, and they took them out today. And I'll tell you more about it tomorrow. But they brought that tooth out of his gum, two teeth that were up in the front, and they pulled those out, two of them. But Tina said he's doing fine right now, that he doesn't have any pain. But I'll tell you about it tomorrow. And that's about it. Tina said that La Gorda's teething also. She's coming out with teething, and that she's not eating well, so she's lost a few pounds. She fits better in that pumpkin suit that she was wearing on the 31st. These few days, she's lost a few pounds, believe it or not. And I didn't talk to Tia early today, or Tia Gracie, and I think Tia Janie's doing better. She had passed a stone or something. But anyway, we're good. We're good, mijo. I love you. Talk to you tomorrow. My saludos to all the guys. You know who you are. Good night, guys. Good night, Dani, Linda, David.
Good night. Have a great weekend.
Thank you. Thank you. Bye.
Bye-bye. Okay, Darlene on line 4. Hi, Darlene. Darlene? Maybe it's not Darlene. Hello? Maybe it's not Darlene, or maybe we can skip on over to put her on hold and go to Ashley. Hi, Ashley.
Hey, how are y'all this evening?
Doing good. How are you doing?
I'm so good. First off, I want to say hey to the prison show. I call weekly. I'm calling in to give my dad a shout out at the cell unit. I love you and I miss you. It was really good to hear your voice Thursday. Thank you for cheering me up. And for the laughs, not much is going on over here. I filled you in on everything. I love you and I miss you. Christian is doing well.
Oh, I think someone hung up on her. Okay, we're sorry about that, Ashley. Okay, hung up on. Okay, let's go to maybe that's her again. But while everyone is waiting, let me give you our phone number again, 713-526-5738, where you can hit option number 1 to donate, or option number 2 to leave a shout out. And who do we have?
Right. This is Ashley. I'm
Okay.
sorry.
No, it's not your fault. Go ahead.
I just want to give my dad, Norman, a shout out at the cell unit. I love you and I miss you. I can't wait for you to come home. Christian loves you. I talk about you all the time, and he lights up. If I say Papa, he knows who I'm talking about. He likes to hit people now, which is the funniest thing in the world. Sean called me. He's like, our son hit me. And I laughed. And I love you and I miss you, Dad. Come home soon. You got so many people praying for you. So come on home soon. Keep your head up high, mean man. Thank y'all.
Thank you. Have a great weekend.
Y'all have a blessed night.
Bye-bye. Okay, now we have Tanika on line 2. Hi, Tanika.
Hi, Dani. How are you?
I am doing great. How are you doing?
I am well. I'm amazed and wonderfully blessed. I just wanted to call you guys. The first part of my shout out is to all of you, volunteers who give your hearts and souls. So God bless y'all. David, Mike, Dani and Linda. I just love y'all. I still pray for you guys so much. I'm sitting out in the woods. It's hunting season. So while I'm out here, I'll be posting pictures for the deer hunt, and I'm also sending pictures to the following guys. I want to send a shout-out to John Lasek, Rodney Turner, George Alcala, Oscar Ochoa, Christopher Schubert, Townsell Myers, Jack Feldstein, David Fleming, Sean Eisenzimmer, Ishmael Diaz, and Jerry Bangman. In no special order, these are just guys who remain on my thought and prayer list. And we just want to say hello to them and wish them well. I thank y'all, love y'all for everything that you do. I miss y'all so much. I'm going to get out to the studio soon. I now have more help in the office, so I do plan to get out a little more.
Good. We miss you too.
Yes. And so I'm watching you live, Dani. You look adorable.
Well, thank you.
Well, y'all stay blessed. Thanks a bunch.
Well, thank you, Tanika. And I don't wish you any luck in hunting.
No, well, I mean, it's a necessary thing. You've got to thin out the population, and we must eat. We don't kill what we don't eat.
All right, whatever.
Have a good night.
You too. Bye-bye.
Okay, bye-bye.
And Miss Jada called back. Hi, Jada.
Hi, Dani. How are you?
Doing good. How are you?
I'm good. I just wanted to tell Memo one video on Hodge Unit that I love him and I miss him and that I am thinking about him and that I think about him more often than he would like to know or like that he thinks of anyway. So anyway, y'all have a great evening.
Well, you too.
And thank you for giving me the opportunity to say.
Well, you have a great weekend.
Thank you.
Okay, bye-bye. And now we have Linda.
Hey there. Like to do some shout outs. Bobby Woods and Bobby Woods Jr., Gregory Truitt, Will Spear, great talking to you the other day. Thanks for calling me. Tyrone Williams at Jester 4, Franklin Davis, Luke Myers, William F. Owens Sr. William, we're coming to see you tomorrow at 3 o'clock. So I just wanted to let you know so you could be ready. Paul DeVoe, James Calvert, Gary D. Green, Herschel Wheeler, Stephen Long, Lucky Ward, Jaime Cole, Brian Davis, Samuel Solomon, John Green, Bill Sims, Justin Miranda, Stephen Curry, Joel White, Damon Wilson, Stephen Bachman, Sonny Wilson, Curtis Robertson, Brian Bolt, Roy E. Addix, Milton Gobert, Pete Russell, Samuel Montanez, Ray, Juan Mejia, Miller L., Sheldon Jones, Thomas Nix, Curtis Allen, Christopher Curtis, Curry Richardson, Roderick Harris, Michael Ferguson, Daniel Tellis, Nazario Vasquez, Gilbert Romero, Hector De Leon, Ruby Martinez, Joel Luna, Raul Chavez, Michael Moyer, Willie Torres, and Troy Glover, and J.B. Van Story. So good night, guys. Talk to you later.
All right. Now, I'm going to do my shout outs, but before, I have a friend, actually, Linda knows him too, but Jay Van Story has been writing to the prison show for some time now. He is also with Uncuff the Innocent. He's been working with Erica there. And Erica's been having some personal issues, and she hasn't had time to get his petition up and running. But he has a very good innocence claim, being that the person that the victim in all of this has retracted what happened. So she's now saying it never happened. And he is doing a hunger strike, a peaceful hunger strike for a few weeks, because he's been in prison for years. And I don't have it in front of me, and I should have, but I should have been more prepared. But 36 years. And again, his name is Jay Van Story. We did a few years ago something on him when Erica was on the show. And, you know, I have nothing but mad respect for him. And I wanted to give a great big shout out to him. So, Jay, I know the WIN unit still has issues with the reception in the Huntsville area. Not sure why, but a lot of the units in the Huntsville area still has issues getting our station. But if you can hear me, just mad respect for you. Now, the rest of my shout outs. Roderick Harris, how are you? Curtis Claus, Rue Moy, Jeff, Britt Rapowski, I'm going to see you soon, Leroy, Larry, Joel, DeVoe, hey DeVoe, or Devo. Maybe I should be, that's how you say it on the Devo. Creeper, big happy birthday to you. Creeper, great big happy birthday. T, big head. Big head, don't make me come over there. Blaine, Brian Bolt, Kevin Stewart, and of course, Rexalicious. I finally got a hold of Rexalicious. I was putting out an APB, Rexalicious, on the Ellis unit. Now, another thing. We have been asked by quite a few people if we, Linda, I, David, or Joy, happen to have mentioned anything at the summit regarding 2 TVs for Death Watch. Would we complain about 2 TVs for Death Watch? I'm like, what idiot in their right mind would complain about that? Because no one would complain about that. Not from this show. Not from anyone that I know. And there was really no one else. Was there anyone else that anything to do with death row that you saw, David?
Nope.
No, not that I saw, but I mean, why would we complain about a TV?
Yeah, I didn't even know they had 2 TVs. So, I mean,
well, no, Linda, that's not what you remember. I told you that they don't have 2 TVs. They were putting it up.
Oh, okay.
But we didn't complain. No one.
No, but we'll rejoice if they got 2 now.
Thank you. But no, someone complained that they were getting 2 TVs. And
they need to be smacked upside their head then.
Yeah, I mean, no one in their right mind would do that. Clearly, whoever complained is not in their right mind.
Well, they're a snitch. That's what they are.
Well, there you go. You got it from Linda.
Yeah, it's,
You know what the picture I advertised today, right? It says, "Don't be a snitch."
Don't be a snitch. Yeah, and that's what David did for the prison show tonight. We always have an advertisement for our show, and that's exactly why would anyone complain about that. I can guarantee you it wasn't anyone that...
Not from here.
Not from here.
Matter of fact, we would advocate for them if we knew that they didn't have them.
Right. Yes. And they just started to get TVs. So, no, wasn't us. We would never do that. Now, I was making my rounds, and anyone associated with advocacy work, probably should have been at the summit if they could.
Yeah, I don't know. Not to mention any names, but I could think of somebody who might have complained about it. Somebody who complains about everything these days. But I'm not going to mention any names. You know who I'm talking about.
Oh, I know exactly who you're talking about. And, I'm about, if you're not trying to help, if you're complaining, pretending you're someone that you're not, then you're not advocating for these men and women incarcerated. You're just not doing it.
Or calling in and giving my name as the person calling when it's not me.
Did you hear that?
I heard it.
Yep.
Amen.
So, let's not nitpick. Let's go forward.
Let's go forward. Yeah. Yeah. Amen.
So we got quite a bit of time left, and I know I wanted it at some point in time, but I'd like to back up a little bit, and I'd like to thank Gary Cohen. I know this is kind of a new deal, and some of you guys don't know, but we're listener sponsored, but Gary wants to be a partner, and we can't do advertising because we're a 501c3, but there's a thing that's called underwriting that KPFT has started. And that's whenever we have a partner that wants to come along and make sure that we have the funding that we need. And they didn't do the whole year, but they did quite a lot. And we really appreciate them coming along. They just want to be our partner. They want to make sure that we, matter of fact, he'll be on the 24th and he can explain a little bit better. But we just want to make sure that you guys understand we appreciate Gary Cohen and the law firm over there, and not just because they're sponsoring us, but because they really do work hard.
They do.
And,
absolutely.
And I was telling Dani earlier, everybody has pros and cons. And over the years, I've heard both sides of the coin from Gary Cohen's office, but I heard both sides of the coin from Bill Hayburn's office.
Right.
And Bill Hayburn, Bill Hayburn used to camp out in a tent beside of his car whenever he was first getting started because he couldn't afford a motel room or whatever down there. Mm-hmm. And he wanted to make sure he wasn't late for his parole hearing. So you got to start somewhere. And Gary Cohen right now has got some wonderful, not just a wonderful reputation, but he's got some good statistics.
He does.
So
he absolutely does, and I've heard some excellent things regarding his past representation. So Linda and I were at the Bill Hayburn Memorial, and Gary came up to talk to us. And then I made sure that we swapped cards, and then I called him afterwards. Not only does he want to help us financially, but he also wants to help us with the tablets somehow. He says he don't know what he can do, but he's willing to try. I talked with Securus. We kind of shared that last time. I talked with Securus at the summit. I also talked to TDCJ at the summit. And they appointed a committee to decide who can be on the tablets and who can't be on the tablets. And we're ahead of the game because we had, past tense, we had an app. So we can take the same technology from that app. But they put a hold on putting new stuff on the tablets, is what they told me, until January. But we are in the line. They are aware of us. They're not putting us to the side. Right now they're saying that we're on the FM app, but that we are going to be able to get on the tablets.
But for whatever reason, they can't do it till January.
Which is not that far away.
It's really not, but I don't want to talk bad about TDCJ, but at the same time, I've heard for 2 years now, I've heard them tell me, not today, that they were working on it. They're working on it. Well, I'm ready to get on the tablets. I feel like, and I don't want to rush them, but at the same time, I just feel like there's no reason why we can't be on the tablets. And if we were on the tablets, it would just be like our archive is here. There would be several shows that the guys and the gals could go and listen to at their leisure. Hopefully they'll be able to log in and listen to us live. But even if they couldn't, they would be able to get it as of midnight. It'd be uploaded and it would be there as of midnight. That way they still get their shout outs. That way they still get the live news, so to speak, even if it is an hour late.
Right.
So it's an intranet. I don't know if you understand the difference. But internet is the World Wide Web. Intranet means that they have control over it. It's just something like if you're in an office building, whatever's in the office building, because you have servers and all that stuff. And it's a security issue, and I get it. So
Right, and I don't think that we've ever, for us, we've never really had a security issue, have we?
No, but there's times that we haven't always talked such good things about TDCJ. So,
Well, no, but
we just be honest, and we don't just
the-
dog them for nothing. I mean,
But if they put us on the app, we're not just going to praise them just because they put us on the
Right.
tablet.
No.
Oh, wait. Darlene's back.
Okay, well, let's go to Darlene.
Darlene is back. Hey, Darlene.
Doing.
Go ahead, Darlene.
Can y'all hear me?
Yes, go ahead.
Okay, hi. Yes, my shout out is to the WIN unit, and it's for my sweetheart Tokyo. It's been a long time since I've done a shout out. I know it's been a good minute since you heard my voice. I was calling to give you an update on your mom. She's doing better. She's hanging in there. Yes, she's still in the hospital, but she's getting better. So don't worry. She's going to be able to make it home soon. I haven't been able to e-message you because I'm out of stamps. But as soon as I'm able to, I'll e-message you as soon as I can. I'm still holding on. I'm still here. I'm still right here by your side. Don't ever lose hope. We're always going to be together. And no matter what, I'm always down for you. I want to do a shout out to Grim at the WIN unit for giving my loved one the message when he first touched down there at the WIN unit. So thank you so much for that. The rest of the shout out goes to my sweetheart, Tokyo. I love you, miss you. Always keeping you close to my heart. I hope you hear this message today. I hope you can hear us on the radio waves. Like I always tell you, I shout it out to the world how much I love you. Hang in there. Keep your head up. Don't ever lose hope. Don't ever lose faith. Stay positive. Don't be negative. Be good. Don't get into no trouble. As soon as I can, I'm going to be able to go see you soon, very soon. So, I'm just here chilling tonight. I stayed up late just to make this shout out. I got disconnected earlier, but at least I was able to do it. I hope this message right here, this shout out picks you up and lifts your spirit by you hearing my voice, Toke. I miss you. I miss you, thinking about you all the time, keeping you close to my heart. Keep the faith. God bless, Toke. Good night. Have a great weekend. I miss you so much. And thank you to the show for always keeping us connected to our loved ones.
All right. Thank you, Darlene.
Thank you. Y'all have a great weekend.
You too.
Hey, getting on the tablets isn't going to change anything. We're still going to be the prison show. We're still going to put out the same material that we always put out. Same thing with sponsorship or underwriting or whatever you want to call it. We're still listener-sponsored radio. We're listener-sponsored radio because we don't have Big Brother telling us what to do. Right. So we'll still put out the same quality that we put out now. We're going to have the same advocates. We're going to talk about the different rallies, talk about the different issues. If somebody's dying down there, we're going to call out whoever's responsible for that person dying or whatever the case is. Whenever the guards beat up somebody and that guy's in a coma, we're going to have to talk about it. That's just part of the prison show. But at the same time, there's no reason why we can't be on the tablets and be in the hands of every person that could hear us. If there's what is it called? Panda? If the Panda app can be on the tablets, then there's no reason. Yeah, then there's no reason why the prison show can't be on the app, on the tablet.
I agree. Yeah.
So, if anything, we'll make a Pacifica tablet, and then all the KPFT or certain shows from Pacifica could be on the tablets. So, whichever way it has to work out, that's what we're going to do. So, it's 10:55. I want to make sure that everybody knows that Cnvrge Radio is coming up. We appreciate you guys listening. Thank you so much, Miss Tanika and Miss Marci, for your donations tonight. We really appreciate you. Guys, the pledge drive goes on through Sunday, so it doesn't matter if you can hear our voice at this point in time or not. Once we're gone, you can still call 713-526-5738. Hit option number 1 and donate under the name of The Prison Show, or go to kpft.org or text the word GIVE to 713-526-5738. We appreciate you listening. We appreciate you tuning in, but stay tuned for Cnvrge, and we're going to go out with a little bit of Charlie and the Regrets.
Have a great weekend, guys.
Daddy, I'm coming to see you at visiting hours next week. Mama ain't been doing too well, I'll tell you more when we speak. And Billy's loving high school. He's out there blocking for JV. I'm sure he's gonna come around by the time you give a least. It's Friday night, the inmates go quiet. Listen for a voice they know. It's prison radio. It's prison radio. From Paris to Polanski. Bonjour, d'amour. In my dreams, I can see your freedom. I will hold you once more. The men with no visitors, no money on the books. Remember, David's always